Would you like a workout that builds strength, targets your core muscles and your cardiovascular fitness? Well, we're going to do just that using one of these. Come and join me. I'm Maria from Older, Fitter, Stronger, and I specialise in working with people 50, 60, 70, 80 and even 90. And we're going to do a short workout that's really fun using a backpack. So this workout isn't terribly long, so the warm-up can be a shorter warm-up. Just make sure that you get your heart rate gently elevating slowly and gradually, and that you've mobilised your joints before you start. So what is the purpose of wearing the rucksack, or backpack as you might call it? Well, in this rucksack I have got some books, quite heavy books, but you could have a couple of towels, you could have a water bottle, whatever works for you and whatever is suitable for your level of fitness. The beauty of this is that you can increase the weight that you use over time without buying any fancy equipment. Just use whatever you've got around the house, bottles of water, books, whatever you want to put in there. So things to bear in mind if you're wearing a rucksack, it's going to bring you back a little bit like this, which is a good thing because it makes you a bit more upright, but you don't want to be leaning back. Okay, so think about the position of your back and your pelvis. You're going to have your feet hip width apart with a nice soft knee, and you don't want to be slouching down, nor do you want to be sticking your bottom out. So you've got to try and move that pelvis into what we call a neutral position. So you're not arching the back, slouching, you're somewhere in the middle. So try and keep that pelvic position with the backpack on. If you're a little bit unstable on your feet, you might want to hold on while you're doing the exercises, or be next to a wall, or you could use a walking pole for additional support. So make sure that you're safe to do the exercises. We're going to start off with a calf raise. Really useful exercise for building strength at the ankle and helping with your overall stability. And by adding weights, I'm making it more challenging. So you could hold on, lift up, then come back down. Lift up, slowly descend. And the slower you go on the way down, the harder you're working the muscle. Lovely, good. And then if that's easy, you could come up and then go down on one foot. Come up, down on one foot. So I've got this additional weight on my back, making the exercise a little bit more challenging. I've also got to stand up straighter because the rucksack is pulling me back into that position. So you could do 8 or 10 of these, but as your weight increases in your rucksack, you're going to want to do less repetitions. So the higher the weight, the less repetitions you do. Now this next exercise is a balance challenge. We're going to come into tightrope stance or fairy steps, whatever you want to call it. So one foot is behind the heel. And it's a little bit more challenging with a heavy bag on your back. It pulls you backwards. It gets the brain and the body to work a little bit harder on your balance. Breathe gently, try and relax the rib cage so you're not bracing around the middle. Squeeze the hips in so you're using the muscles around the hips to help you stabilise. And just keep the arms relaxed to your side. If it's super easy, you could do a little rotation, or you could practice with the arms working alongside you. And then you're going to switch. So you could do that for 10 or 15 seconds on one leg, and then you're going to switch to the other leg. Adding the arms if you want the extra challenge, or using the support of a wall if it's a little bit harder for you. So our next exercise is going to be a sit to stand with the rucksack on. You could also do it without the chair if you're a little bit more stable on your feet. So feet hip width apart, and then you're going to lead with the bottom, touch the chair, come back up. Push back, come back up. Press firmly through the feet, push from the hips. Good. And again, you could do more repetitions of these. So if you've got quite a light rucksack on your back, you could do 10 or 15 of these, but as you put more weight into it, you're going to want to do less repetitions. So you have to judge how difficult it is or how much weight you've got in that rucksack. So if it was super heavy, I might only do between 4 and 6 repetitions. If it's lighter, I can do more. Nice. And if you wanted to, you can do it without the chair, feet up width apart, sit back, and then come back up. Exactly the same rules apply. Push through the feet, drive up from the hips. Lovely. So our next exercise is a side lunge, made harder by the weighted rucksack. So we're going to take a step to the side, bend the knee, press the bottom to the back of the room. Push off the foot to come back and feel that the hip muscles are helping you to come back to your starting point. This is also a little bit cardiovascular because you've got the rucksack making you work harder. Good. You could do 10 or 15 on each side. And again, as the weight increases, you drop the number of reps. And then switch to the other side. And you could always hold on to do this exercise. So you could do it in the kitchen, holding onto the kitchen worktop. Good. And I'll just do 2 more on this side. And last one. And our last exercise is just a march on the spot. You've got to keep nice and upright, relax the shoulders, and then just lifting the knees up. The more weight you have in the rucksack, the harder it becomes. But just be sensible, be guided by your own fitness levels, whether you've got any joint issues. And if you have, you might want to just do a little rock, making it a little bit easier. So always listen to your body. But if you can, you're going to go for a nice march with lifted knee. And you could do a minute, time yourself for a minute, actually 30 seconds, and then progress and increase the time. So that's our short rucksack workout. And if you build up the reps and sets, you will get a really good workout and over time increase the weight in your bag. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you soon. Bye.